What are the politicians in the UK? What are they up to? Are they doing anything fun?
Does Liz Truss have like some bras she's hawking or anything?
Oh, dude, she's out. I don't know who's in. There's a guy called Rishi Sunak now. I think, what are we on? Like the fourth one in like a year or something insane. I don't know what it is.
I know she's not PM anymore. I always enjoy the clips of her in Parliament though. She's fun to watch.
She was funny. She had like that BDSM controversy. Do you remember that?
No, tell me more.
There's this thing. Hold on, I've got something that looks like just a little ring on a string. There's this thing in the BDSM community that Kyle immediately smiled. It's just like having a ring. It's like having like an O on like a necklace or like something like that. There's something you don't take off, and it shows like you're owned. You know, you got a master.
Really
interesting.
I knew about upside down pineapple.
Why do you have one?
I got a bracelet. That's about it. I don't have one of those O-rings though.
I'm so naive. Yeah. I would have thought it was like a friendship thing.
She never took this off, even from like after everyone was talking about it. She still didn't take it off.
Really?
Yeah.
Please, can I take it off? They're all laughing. No, I can't take it off now
until you finish sweeping the chimney, whatever they do.
Yeah, I mean, this is the British version of upside down pineapples, like Zach is saying there.
What is an upside down pineapple?
It's more of a notification to others that you're swinging.
Okay, well that doesn't seem like it'd be a very good looking piece of jewelry just to wear around. An upside down.
Oh, there.
I like it on like
no, the O is nice and simple. Like you could just play that off as like a normal. I would have never guessed.
Pineapple thing is more tattoo, thing you stick on your hotel or cruise ship door, things like that, and then you see it on the door, and you're like, people fucking there.
So, but that's what you were holding up, Finn. That was the One Ring, right?
Yeah. How did you know that? Yeah, it is. It's. Like
I mean, it was clearly the One Ring.
Clearly the One Ring. Yeah.
How can you tell? You must.
Look at it. You've seen the films. He's tempted to put it on, but he can't. The Nazgul will find him.
It's like someone sent it me. It's like a direct. It's made by the same people that made the prop from the movie or something. So it's like real gold, I think. So
is it curiously heavy?
Cock ring.
It's so heavy.
It looks curiously heavy in the movie, doesn't it? Doesn't it have like a mass to it that's made
in the movie on the close-ups? They had, Kyle knows this. They had a giant gold ring made so that it would feel bigger and be bigger. You can kind of tell in some of the scenes, like when Bilbo drops it on the floor of Bag End. I won't get into it, you know. But
you go Patton Oswalt on Lord of the Rings all the time.
Lord of the Rings rules. It's the best. I'm
not sure if you got the reference.
Favorite story. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah,
okay. I had a friend that was into woodworking, but his cup of tea was really precise small things like jewelry boxes.
Ooh.
I like end tables, desks, stuff like that. Bookcases.
I'm like, you should get into the BDSM furniture game.
You're definitely right.
So overpriced, dude.
I looked into it after you said that, and he's right. So if you look on Etsy, you can see BDSM furniture, and there's like different crosses or things for like bending her over or holding her in a handful. I don't know my position.
There's spanking benches. There's St. Andrew's crosses. There's like just barrels, and the stuff is it starts at like 500 and it caps out at like multiple thousands of pounds. There's really expensive high-end British place.
There's metal. They're
but it's not hard. Like so when I think of an ornate bookshelf, for example, that would take me a month to make. This BDSM stuff, I feel like I could make 4 a day, and they're selling for like 500 to 1,500 a piece. Mm-hmm. Like, there's actual money to be made that's worth making, right? Like, Finster, if I presented you with a business opportunity that made $65 a day, you'd be like, "Well, I've got things to do," right? But you're like, "Shit, if I make 3,000 a day, well, maybe not you, but most people would be like, that. You caught my attention."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's there's only one guy making that particular. I have that one. If you're on there looking at the foldable spanking bench, I've got that one. It's like,
do you have that scary cross I just looked up that like Theon got tortured on?
No, like I don't have any use for that. I don't want like to do that to anybody. That doesn't seem fun. It seemed like I like the spanking bench. That's cool because you like tie a chick up bent over and you can like
both. I agree that both sides of that cross equation seem unpleasant.
I
would despise being strapped to a torture device, and if I had someone strapped to a torture device, I feel like it would be visible on my face how much I was like, I don't care for this. I don't like this. It feels illegal. Feels wrong. It feels like someone's gonna get hurt here in a way that's not a good time.
There's like leather work in those.
There's a little bit of leather work. And like I said, there aren't really like a cheap one, a medium one, and an expensive one. It's like the starting one is almost $600, and it's shit. Like it's shit. You could tear it apart with your bare hands almost. Shit.
Or even if it's strong, it's like 2x4s and lag bolts. Like this is just not impressive woodworking.
Oh, I remember I stayed at an Airbnb that was the deal. It's like, this is the kinky Airbnb. It's full of BDSM furniture. They had the St. Andrew's cross, spanking bench, a bunch of other shit. They had like a gyno table, like a full on like gynecologist.
Oh, with the stirrups and everything.
Stirrups. Yeah. And there's like kinky artwork all in the place. There's like, like
that sounds terrible. Where was it? I need to avoid it.
Atlanta. And but man, it was a sketchy fucking building. I remember, and all the furniture was like, if you think that shit looks cheap, the stuff in that furniture that was in that apartment was just garbage. It was so cheap. Yeah, I think about that too. Like I could do the woodworking required for that. Like it's just a few pieces of equipment. The upholstery would I've never done any upholstery.
Yeah,
my dad has done it.
For me, it looks straightforward though.
My dad taught himself to like make car seats when he would because we were restoring cars, and it was like the most expensive part that we couldn't do ourselves. I was like, I'm gonna teach myself to sew this leather.
Zach, can you show the link that you put in there? I just want the audience to see what one looks like.
There's one in
the upholstery that you're about to see in a second, audience. I've never done it, but they're just rectangular blocks. I feel like I could get it right the first try and then just get faster at it. This looks straightforward to me.
Oh yeah.
Just cutting out some foam.
On the back side. Yeah, on the back, it's a 2x4 that's been cut into that shape, and so you were able to put that on a table and manipulate it and make sure you get it tight. Right.
This just doesn't scream fun vibes.
What's that? Memory foam, right? I bet there's a little memory foam in there, and you just wrap it. Staple it in the back, attach it to the cross, and you're good.
I bet that thing's probably $1,000. That's at least $1,000, right?
700 almost.
Oh,
I think it's 685. Then I'll double check.
Okay,
that's a real commitment. Like you got to have a room in your house for that. Like that can't be in the corner of your living room when you entertain.
Oh, it can.
It can, but it'll be.
You just redress it. You just redress it. I've got the thing that I hook my sex swing to is in the living room, and it's lag bolted to the ceiling. And it's just like people be like, what's that? I don't know. It was here when we moved in. I don't know. It's bolted in like really well.
Why is this area of the carpet underneath it all matted? Like
that damn dog.